Well, the coldest rollout ever. I think because he's playing with ice. That's why he said the coldest rollout ever. You know what I'm saying? I don't think because the concept that people was expecting something like dope, like, yo, that's a dope concept. I don't think because of that. I think it. What up, everybody? How was all doing? Hope all is well, and if not, hope we can get back on track sooner or later. Second at the thing, I mean. Trending topics today, we do vibing real quick. You know our Drake, he stay trending. Not for a good reason though. Drake's falling off, y'all. It's just that the higher you are, the longer the fall. And Drake was a big fish. Think about it, yo. They ain't consider Drake the king of rap because I never heard anybody call Drake the king of rap. But his numbers was out of here. And he was on the top of the charts ever since it dropped. Now, is that the big machine doing the work? Or Drake was just nice like that? Now, me personally, right? I'm not gonna front. I thought Drake was lyrically inclined when he came out. Home was literally spitting bars, man. Home was rapping. So I liked some of the stuff, but the crew he was with, I liked the Nicki Minaj, but I didn't really mess with Young Money like that. Because when, I'm old school, so when rappers changing over to Lil Wayne holding it down, I didn't really keep up too tough. But I remember hearing Drake when it first came out, and it was nice. But yo, Kung Fu Kenny was coming at the same time. And I remember at Kendrick's mixtape drop, Good Kid, Mad City. I remember out there, he had them singles. Bitch Don't Kill My Vibes. I remember when Kenny was doing this thing, man. So, who would have thought? After last year watching all them docs, after last year watching the career of these two guys, who would have thought, it would be Drake and Kendrick going at it as a rap battle. Because the way hip-hop went, instead of being that hardcore listener I was when I was younger, I became more of a casual listener. I pop in there and there, hear what's going on. Cole Bow Wow gracefully. But instead of dropping that album Fall Off, looked like he fell off literally. Or Cole just being the smart man and just, stepping away for a little bit when the fire gets too hot. But when Cole apologized to Kendrick and gave him the crown, like, yo, sorry, King. You know what I mean? That kind of pushed Cole way back, I noticed. My opinion, my perspective, But Drake was on top. I never heard nobody call him the king, though. King of rap. He was just on top of rap, Numbers out of here means it sells the most. Made the most money. Who really know, though? Did Drake make all that money? Or did the label make all that money? Because look how long Lil Wayne's rapping, and yet Birdman make all that money. I'm just saying, Lil Wayne can't do nothing without Birdman eating. But yeah. So now, Drake's ad was asking, what did I miss? And he ain't missed nothing. He been here the whole time, right? And I guess he's listening to the fans. He's listening to the fans, and everybody's like, yo, you gotta do a solo project. You gotta be rapping, man. You can't just be doing BSing. So Drake is trying to come up with a concept album. Iceman. I'll just say Drake's still out there because he was a big fish, you know? He was on top of the game for a long time. And now, he's fighting to hold on to what he once had. Man, Burner, he uses Ghost Riders from back in the day. You know when he was coming out, when he was rapping? He was buying people's styles, songs. That ain't hip-hop. We got double take. That ain't hip-hop. You can't be considered a king of something if you don't rule it, you know? You run it, but obviously, those are schemes and bots. We ain't know about the bot farms and all of that. I wonder how long the bot farms been around. Has this dude been using the bot farms this whole time? Because his number's been out here the whole time, and he was always buying songs and buying music. You know what it is, though? People thought that was Drake. That was him. Authentic. You know? And when all the ghostwriting allegations popped off, you know, they're just like trying to separate the songs, you know? But they didn't realize that he buys every song. Because all them songs were hitting, were kicking. And now you tell me he can't write a bar, kid. He can't put a good song together that's gonna be on top of the charts, numbers out of here like before. Hey, this is the world stage, dog. You falling off, it look like he's not paying attention to it. He's not seeing what's going on. He's not reading the room. Hey. I guess Drake, time's passed. It's just the legacy that he left. He's been around for a minute. You know, is he a legend though? Legendary status because of the number wise. That'd be like Barry Bonds in baseball, right? Home got the numbers. Home she was up there, but Barry Bonds is skewed. You know, with his juicing allegations. So it's like the juicing allegations, the numbers. We don't want to believe you. Drake, Bot Farm, The Machine, UMG, all these years. Now it comes out that most of them songs he bought back in the day is hit songs. When he's rapping. That's not his. He bought those songs and style. So now that it's out, Drake can't produce a hit for himself. That's it, man. I guess you can fake it till you make it, but if you fake it and you made it, you gotta stay fake, right? Because Drake made it, top of the game. Well, the show must go on. And let's see if Drake make it through this. Because I know he has a lot of fans, though. Because when you're on top, people like winners. People like winners. That's why, more and more people like it because you're on top. They see you. So his fans is liking him, but a lot of his fans is like easing back, though, backing off a little bit. They're not liking his new rollout. So the Iceman coldest rollout ever, huh? Well, this is the worst stage, y'all. I would say, I don't know, Drake's not a legend. I just say Drake, mention Drake as another one of those artists that's of the times. Anything significant to remember? Anything big, anything major? Like, look at King Kendrick. Pulitzer Prize winner from his albums, concepts of his albums, the ideas to put out, to his record label, PG Lang, programming language. When I found that out, I was like, yo, that's deep. Because we all in the Matrix, right? But that's for them deep talks, the holding the vibe talk. This is the trending topic talk. And we're talking Drake fall off right now. Yeah, man, the bigger the fish, the higher you are, the longer the fall. That's the name of the game, right? The higher you are, the longer the fall. And that's why we still see Drake trying and pushing. You know what I mean? His fans holding him up. But even the fans that's abandoning them slowly, right? They going and going and going. Slowly, right? They going and going and going. Now my question is to y'all out there. Will Drake survive this? You know? Fade away. Live off his legacy. You know how you see Ja Rule still pop up. Ja Rule still perform off his songs. Will that be Drake? Just a performer? When the light is gone? No more shining lights, no more screaming fans. He can walk down the street. Nobody hollering and rushing. He can be Drake and do his Drake things. But the lights dimming. Slowly but surely. If he doesn't come with something tough, if he doesn't bring something to the table, Drake will be gone, y'all. I know y'all Drake fans don't want to hear that. But that's what happens to rappers when they lose a battle, though. Now, not all the time, though. Because we're talking today. Not all the time. Think about it, right? 50 knocked out Ja Rule, gone for good. Shit, 50 was battling Fat Joe. Well, he called him out at one point. But then they pieced it up. But Fat Joe still do this Fat Joe thing, so Fat Joe's still around, right? We all know Fat Joe from way before 50. Jadakiss, 50. Who knows who won? Who won that one? But they both still on top. People get ignored like the game of them. We don't pay attention to those. But if you're an entity, and like Drake was, the big fish, after you lose a battle, you don't get, you don't lose fans like that. You don't lose. You stay on your level, on par, you go up. But you don't lose fans. Maybe it's Drake's antics. The crybaby losses. He's in court right now. The litigation is lit up. He's going on. He's suing. I say for the same things he's been doing, now it's backfiring on him. So this is the same record label Kendrick has to deal with. Well, coldest rollout ever. I think because he's playing with ice. That's why he said the coldest rollout ever. You know what I'm saying? I don't think because the concept that people was expecting something like dope, like, yo, that's a dope concept. I don't think because of that. I think it's just because it's ice. He's dealing with ice, you know what I'm saying? Iceman is cold. You know what I mean? Iceman is cold. But you think Drake is Well, it's the reality things, y'all. CLP, holding the vibe. We'll catch y'all on the next vibration. CLP, we out. It's all love. We're witnessing history, y'all. Drake is falling off. Jah knows.